it's me, RachaelLyn, and today's Things on Thursday are things that I bought at the dollar store. So today is a dollar store haul! Alright, let's get started. First of all, just in case you don't know me, I am RachaelLyn and I am a teacher. So pretty much everything that I got at the dollar store is teacher related. Alright, I'm going to start right here on the top, and I got these little boxes. They are lock top boxes. I'm going to go ahead and open one for you. And they are easy to open, just like that. And these, I think, hold a 24 pack of crayons, maybe. I have crayon boxes similar to this that I already have and will probably already use. So these would be really good to store like cards, like decks of cards in, or any other kind of games that I make. I can store in here that are like card game size, and I do make a lot of games that are that size. I actually got 3 of each color just because I got really excited. So I have 6 pink, 6 green, and 6 blue, I think. I think that's what I got. The next item I purchased is this Sure Fresh container. It's nice and big like this, and let me show you why I got it. I got it to store puzzles in. So this is a Bob Builder puzzle, and you'll notice I put a number right here. If you notice, well, let's see. On my puzzle pieces, I actually have the puzzle pieces numbered, so that if the puzzle gets lost and you're like, I have no idea what this is, what it would go to, then you know that it goes to puzzle number 2, and it can go in the box with puzzle number 2, and then you would know that it is from Bob the Builder. I also cut out like one of the sides of the box and put it on the side of this. And I put this together like this because the cardboard boxes that puzzles come in are really hard for little hands to open and close correctly. And I actually teach kindergarten, if you don't know that, and their little hands are just not made for opening and closing those cardboard boxes without them ripping. So this will last a lot longer, and numbering the puzzle will also help keep the pieces intact. Now, while I was at the dollar store, I also found this right here, which I thought was kind of the same thing but half the size. However, because like there's no indication on the label that there are 2 sections. So there's 2 sections. But I can actually use this for base 10 blocks using a 10 rod and ones units. And what they are is it's just like a little stick that has 10 little cubes stuck together and then like your ones would be like the ones that are by themselves. So I could use that for this for that instead. So I am going to hold on to these. I'm not going to take them back. I just wish that I had known that there were 2 compartments. It does not say anywhere on here. It does say 2 right here, but that's because there's actually 2 in 1. So, you know, they're 50 cents a piece, and I got a couple of them. And though I'm sure that I would use them for something, so I'm going to hold on to them. I also got this size of the Sure Fresh containers. There's actually 4 in 1, so it's 4 for $1. And I can use it for puzzles that are smaller. Like this is a 12-piece puzzle, and it's really small, and it fits in here perfectly. And then what I'll do is I will actually, I haven't printed it out yet, but I'll take a picture of the puzzle, which I have done, and just print it out on a size that'll fit on the top right here so that you'll know what this puzzle is. And then again, this is puzzle number 15, so I will mark that on the top as well. So those are for puzzles, but it could be used for a lot of different things. Okay, in line with containers, I also got these right here. I have square ones and round ones. So I got these. These can be used for a ton of different things. It can hold small little things. You can put a pair of dice in there and then actually like seal it up so the dice don't go everywhere. They just shake it, and then they'll like make it so that it's upside down when they're done, and then they can read the dice through the clear part right there. So there's all kinds of different things that these can be used for, and I got them in 2 different sizes. 10 for $1, that's not bad. Not only that, but I can also use these for my lunches. Like I can, you know, take a salad for lunch and put some salad dressing in there. So, you know, personal use and school use. Great. All right, the next thing I got was clothespins, and these can be used for, oh gosh, anything and everything. You can put the kids' names on them and use them for like a clip chart, or for some kind, you know, like whether it's behavior or whether it's earning something or keeping track of progress. I like to use these like to put words, like 1 letter on each clothespin, and then they have to pin them in order to make the words, and things like that. And then it's also good for their fine motor skills because they're pinching, and that's really good, and it also helps with handwriting. Next up, I found actually 3 different little wheels here. I have one that is weather and different types of clouds, actually. Now, it's not something that's covered in kindergarten, but it could be something that when we do cover weather, we could talk about the different kinds of clouds. And so this might be better for like an older grade, but I really think that my kids would be interested in this. I think it'll be useful. I also found a frog life cycle. This is something that we do cover in kindergarten, so definitely useful. And then of course there are the color wheel, and we also cover colors in early in the year as part of reading the color words and science, and then we do a little bit of mixing colors, so this will come in handy as well. Next up, I got this little thing, which actually is like a little pump bottle, which you could put like fingernail polish remover in here, and it pumps it up and brings, you know, pulls it up here in the top. It could be fingernail polish remover, it could be like makeup remover, those kinds of things. But I got this thinking like they might be able to use this for like watercolors maybe, or some kind of like art project where they just need like a little bit of water. I don't know. I wasn't really sure if it would come in handy or not. I ended up getting several different colors. My classroom colors are actually pink, teal, and with a little bit of purple in there. So they came in my classroom colors, and I thought they might come in handy. I'm not sure how well that would work out with like pumping water up into the well for painting with watercolors, but you know, it's worth a shot. I'll try it out. The next thing that I got at the dollar store is this little dustpan, and I actually got 5 of these because the kids can actually use these to clean up after themselves. And I wish that I had these last year. Oh, how I wished I had them last year. There was like always paper on the floor, you know, there was just like always stuff on the floor, and I wish that they could just sweep it up and clean up after themselves rather than like picking up the little pieces of paper. It's not as much fun. This would be a lot more fun for them to use. However, I could not find anything like this size. They were always really big ones, and I didn't want really big ones because they take up so much space. So I got 5 little ones for them to use to clean up. Now this one I got, and I actually got 3 of these, as well as an actual broom. I got 3 brooms. I got these because I actually wanted to give this to my other teachers that I teach kindergarten along with, as kind of like a welcome back to school gift. I do have a broom in my classroom, and there were only 2 kindergarten teachers last year, and the other kindergarten teacher was always coming over and borrowing my broom because hers just disappeared, and so she didn't have one, and so she was always borrowing mine, and which was fine, but I thought, you know, this would make a good back to school gift, and I think I might put our names like on here so that hopefully they don't get lost again, and hopefully mine didn't disappear. But I did get myself a new broom anyway, and this one is great because it actually snaps together so they hold together and they don't get lost. The last thing that I got, actually all of this stuff that I got so far was at the Dollar Tree, where everything is $1. The last thing that I got at Dollar Tree is this little lamp. Now, I don't have any batteries in it, but you just push the little button and it lights up. And there were a couple of different choices, and I got this one with stars on it because I kind of thought this would be a good like group reward for my table groups. So they'll be working, and if they're doing a good job like working together or working quietly, or their table gets ready the fastest or something like that, I thought this would be like a good little trophy to like put on their table for the moment, and then like if another table beats them later, like it would move around all day long. So and then it could light up, like if they're doing extra good or something like that, then I could like light it up, or they have the choice to light it up. I probably would limit the amount of lighting up that it does, just because I don't want to replace the batteries all the time. But even if I never put batteries in it, like it's cute, it's fun, it matches my school, not my school, it matches my classroom colors, and I just really liked it, and I thought that it would be a good like motivator, incentive for them to work hard and work together and do their best. That was everything that I got at Dollar Tree. I also went to Dollar General. I did not get as much stuff at Dollar General just because everything there is not $1. So there are some things that are $1, but there are plenty of things that are over $1, which means you can get better quality stuff, but it's not as cheap. So the first thing that I got was pencils. I got mechanical pencils. I like the 0.7 millimeter size, and I thought that these would be great for me to use and keep my pencils separate from the classroom pencils, just because my pencils never get sharpened. When my pencils run low, like they don't end up by the pencil sharpeners. So I have a system where the kids, like, they'll trade out their pencils and those pencils get sharpened, but my pencils that I use, I never sharpen them. So I kind of thought, I kind of need these mechanical pencils to use for myself. I also got Ticonderoga pencils, which are the best pencils in the whole world. I found them in black, which I thought was pretty cool. And these could be used for like centers and station pencils. So having them be a different color like this, you would know, like the students would know, oh, this pencil goes in one of the stations or something like that, while the yellow pencils, which they'll be bringing to school, would go like in their, with their personal utensils. So I don't know, it was just kind of an idea to keep things a little bit separate. And the last thing that I got at the Dollar General was this little notebook. It had a flamingo on it. I thought it was so cute. I love flamingos because they're pink, and they also, there's some alliteration in there with my last name, and so I kind of like having flamingos. I love flamingos. Alright, this last little bit did not come from a dollar store, but it did come from the Target dollar spot. So, again, not quite $1, I don't think. I think everything I got was $1, but let's start with these little socks. Aren't they so cute? Oh my goodness, like paper and pencils, and you can mix and match and have paper and pencil socks. That's so cute. This was purely a splurge buy. Seriously, just a splurge. It really was. But I kind of need some new socks. I need some white socks and dress socks. I don't really need socks like this. But they were so cute. And then also from the Target dollar spot, I also got these little Right On, and they are dry erase pockets, and I got them in, let's see, 6 different colors. I have more of these that I actually have at school, but these are great. They do kind of, sometimes they'll get bent and they don't work as well, like if they get crinkled and stuff like that, if the kids are really rough on them, so they do need to be replaced from time to time. But these are great because these are so much better than laminating, because laminate is really hard to dry erase, unless you have a certain kind, and I have not found the kind that is really easy to dry erase. And I often use sheet protectors for dry erase. It's really, really cheap, and it erases so much better than laminating if you want them to dry erase with it. but it's not as sturdy. And so, you know, you kind of go through sheet protectors like that when you're using those. But these last a lot longer than sheet protectors, and they dry erase just as well. So that is everything that I got from the dollar store and even Dollar Spot at Target. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if there are any other uses for some of the things that I got, or maybe there's something that you've seen lately at the dollar store that you think would be useful in a kindergarten classroom. I'd love to hear about it. So leave me a comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I like to post about teaching and my weight loss journey and my debt-free journey. And yes, I know I bought things, but it's in my budget, so well within my budget to stop at the dollar store. So I often post about those 3 things, and if you'd like to participate in my journey, go ahead and subscribe, and then also hit that little bell so that you'll get notifications. That's it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.